The 24th of November 2017 was a day like any other in O-Block, with HK hanging out in Parkway Gardens accompanied by Lil D and McAdoo. In the CCTV footage released from the incident, we can see the trio enter the 6436 tower block inside of Parkway Gardens. Footage would later emerge giving more context to the events that played out that day. HK and McAdoo proceeded upstairs, where they saw a man who wasn't from O-Block. Allegedly, he was just visiting somebody that he knew inside Parkway Gardens. The man was wearing gold chains, so HK and McAdoo allegedly attempted to confront and rob the man. It's possible that they didn't think this guy would fight back against such hardened and feared members affiliated with O-Block and Get Back Gang, but this turned out to be a big misjudgment. The man noticed a gun in one of their jacket pockets and would run away into one of the apartment units, closing the door after him. After HK tried to get in, the man then upped his legal firearm after yelling that he doesn't gangbang, opening fire on HK. HK was hit 2 times, once in the thigh, once in the abdomen. They would then retreat down the stairwell while McAdoo was blindly shooting back in the direction of the apartment unit from around the stairwell doorway. According to a witness, McAdoo then attempted to get HK down the stairs and out of the building, but eventually bailed on his attempt to help HK, which explains why many online believe that McAdoo left HK for dead. Meanwhile, police responded to calls of shots fired within Parkway Gardens, and when they arrived, they were informed that HK, real name Hakeem Murray, had suffered several gunshot wounds. HK was transported to the Northwestern Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 8:53 p.m. Somehow, in the confusing aftermath, the killer would make it out of the building and escape to another apartment complex on South Michigan, where he stashed his gun. Later, he would agree to an interview by police and told them everything, whilst also handing them the gun he used to kill HK, which indeed matched the shell casings recovered at the scene. The man would even identify HK as the man who shot him from an ID parade. With that and other evidence from the crime scene, it would turn out to be a fairly clear case of self-defense, and the shooter was able to walk free under the mutual combatants law. In the same year, both brothers T-Roy and HK lost their lives to gun violence, and it would be a twisted irony that after all of the murders that he had committed in his brother's name, it would end up being a complete stranger that would end up taking the life of O-Block's supposed headshot king. But HK's death was not the end of the fallout following T-Roy's murder, as O-Block was seemingly not done with their getbacks, and still had their sights on yet another man involved in the murder of T-Roy, with that person being the second man who was there during the murder, Man Man, better known as Get Right from Tuckerville.